Did it work? Oh, I took this opportunity to show off my beautiful triceps, huh? Anyway, alright guys, so Mercurial Mukherjee or Habib Pornstar, I don't know, the term Mercurial Mukherjee it struck me as a good one to use to my email list today. And this email has been sent right after, this video has been done right after that email was sent out. President Trump. I can't. The words aren't enough. But anyway, look, this is something I've been meaning to talk about. I don't know if I've actually spoken about it, but I've written so many times about it. Every time I see it, it's like I want to take a guy and I want to, and not a guy. There's tons of them that do it, and. So I wrote about it. I did this whole lengthy ass email on it, and hey guys, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm back to my chilled water. After one of my beautiful slaves cleaned my refrigerator, she did it so well, and then I just, And for that, for I think 20 years, I didn't even drink any chilled water. It was like now I'm always on chilled water. Chilled beer, chilled water, whatever. But yeah, this morning, and if you read that email, you know. This morning, I got on X and I saw, this dude doing chin-ups. He did like 10 pull-ups for my tribe. Well, he was doing chin-ups and he was doing them without the thumb, which is gay. And he was doing them without thick grips, which is fine. Now, I didn't want to call the guy out because he's this young guy doing it for social media likes. Plus, the platform he's in, they tell those people to do that. Because, the more videos you post, the more money you make, and, that kind of. And plus, the guy that runs the platform, solid character, nothing but respect. That guy, I'm not going to. But. That guy is real. When he does pull-ups, and it's not just a fitness platform. It's actually, they teach you a lot of stuff like fitness, crypto, marketing, sales, all those kind of things. But so, and this is a skinny. Like I know people call me, all sorts of names from, Big when I was fat and Triggy when I was skinny, and I like that name actually, Triggy. It's funny. But really, this guy was so skinny, his upper arms were like this. Okay, so there's less size, but you can see definition, and it's smooth on the outside. Then you have guys that you grab them like this, and their upper arms it's all, there's nothing there. Like, there's nothing here. My sexy six-pack. I can't get enough of showing it off, but yeah. Hey, guys, I recently ordered a photo frame of my back, the chin-up position, thick grips, grunting, and I'm going to put it in, because it's something that means a lot to me, which is why I'm doing the video. And I see guys all the time, like this was even before social media. Hey, dudes, I can do 100 pull-ups, push-ups, Then you see them do push-ups. It's like, push-up, his mid-back is over here. So it's almost like he's humping the ground or something, like a beach whale. I don't even want to show you because it's horrible. Then he said it's like 100 push-ups. Dude, you didn't even do one in proper form. That's done for, social media likes these days. It was done for peer likes back in the day. But I gotta ask these guys, what are you accomplishing from that? Social media is all gay anyway. You know, I mean, unless you're one of the, I mean, and nobody gives a shit about fitness videos on social media. Some people may, but you have to be really good at it, like I am. When I post videos on chin-ups, instantly it's like 2K likes, 3K, whatever views, and not that I give a shit about the stats. Those are gay too these days, but because I'm so damn good at them, you know. What are you getting from all that? I guess if you think it makes you, but don't massacre an exercise like that, man. I mean, this guy, the 10 chin ups, first of all, it was like, I've told you, like people do chin ups and they go like this, which is wrong. And he was literally almost, then he was like this and he wasn't even passing. You shouldn't be doing this. You should be going up, and then naturally, once your chin gets to that level, you can do it if you want, but you don't have to. Ideally, a chin up, like the old man in China, he was like, I was doing them till here at the time, till here, and he was like, here, and he's right. He was right. The old man in China. I wrote. Well, this was another old man. The old man in China was one of my most famous emails. I mean, kind of like Brooks Kubik's Raoul's Hill walking workout from China. That one. Boom, boom. I mean, I don't know. It probably made Brooks a lot of sales, at least from what he said in his future emails. And, yeah. And for me, my thing to that, my version of that is probably the old man I met in China. It's there on, raoulmukherjee.com, and you can see it there. 2 emails, 500 steps a day, and 500 push-ups a day, and all that. And those are my most. But yeah, I mean, don't massacre an exercise like that, my friend. Please don't massacre it. It's horrible. If you go to www.zeroexcuses.fitness.com, you'll see that, the most disgusting thing I saw all day is the name of the fucking, email. And I guess because pull-ups, I mean, are the number one upper body exercise out there. Number one, bar none. Not bench pressing, not deadlifting, not fucking, and you can add resistance with bands and all this, or I actually prefer these, and I'll show you sometime, these, not the ankle weights, because I don't know, for me that doesn't really, but the hip weights, I believe I don't know what they call them. Like you tie something around your waist, and then here you have the weighted part, and that really taxes this portion a lot more. But weights of any nature, you could put a bulk bag on, you could, but your form must be perfect. What is the point of you doing, like, I don't know, 10,000 pull-ups if even one is not done in proper form? What is the point? Like, I mean, are you just doing it for fucking likes, or... It's okay, man. Everything is just so fucking gay. I mean, I can't stand the greatest upper body exercise being massacred this way. It's... Alright, then this dude, so I've covered this, wasn't doing, it was just like, it's like, what is this? So like, it's supposed to be this, 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 all I'm saying is, man, all I'm saying is, you might as well not do the exercise. I mean, you're not going to get any benefit from that. You're just going to end up injuring this part of your elbow, the funny bone or whatever it's called. I mean, you're not going to get any benefits. Your stomachs, you're not going to get that because your stomach's going to jut out like that if your thighs go up. I mean, these are all beginner level mistakes, so maybe the guy will learn. I don't know. Maybe he won't. The takeaway from this little conversation should be this, that if you do something, do it well. Steve Jobs, I mean, I'm not a huge follower of Steve, but two things he's always said, you can only, that have always, rung true for me. You can only connect the dots looking back, not forward. So you just do it, you take action. Do something, anything. And this dude, 19-year-old guy, whoever the hell he was taking some action. His platform told him to, take action, and he did. So he did. And so, I'm not going to call him out. So that's one thing. But the other thing that's more applicable here is that Steve Jobs' dad, he was a wooden cabinet maker. And, back in the day, old school, all that. And he told his grandson, Jobs, that you got to pay attention to the things people don't notice. So he made these cabinets, and even the back portion of the cabinet, nobody would notice. He told people to pay attention to them. You might wonder why, but it's the tiny things that matter in life, in business, relationships, anything it is. Those tiny things keep adding up. Plus, if you don't pay attention to the minor details, so on pull-ups, if you don't feel this, and you don't, it's different. You got to do it. I realize I sound anal on form and all this, but there's a good reason, because then that sloppiness carries over into other facets of your work, exercise, say, whatever the hell, relationship, which people do see openly, right? First impressions, they matter, and all that. So that's my point here, if you're not going to do the exercise properly, don't massacre it, because anal people like me who love the exercise probably more, I don't know, I can't, pull-ups, just, chin-ups and pull-ups. There's something that it's brutal, it's primal, it's Marine, it's Navy SEALs, it's fucking, if you're in India or, Chinese, I can't remember the Indian paras, the fucking Spetsnaz, you look at them, those motherfuckers doing pull-ups, it's like, and I still remember my buddy from the Marines. He was like, Raul, we do a lot of pull-ups, but the way you do them is the right way to do them, because sometimes, and the last thing I want to cover is Goggins, a lot of people say, I've covered the poopy pant and all that, and it's all bullshit. You can't, if you're criticizing Goggins for that, you're an idiot, but I'm sorry, but yeah, no, I'm not sorry. But something that hasn't been covered that often is, and actually it has. On social media, people keep saying it, that his form is not perfect on every rep. Look, guy, if you do 100 pull-ups in 10 minutes, in less than 10 minutes, I believe he did it in 8:52 or something. It was just one of his... this motherfucker runs 10 miles a day on broken knees. I don't have cartilage in this portion of my knee. Like, I can't even do this properly, sometimes, at least in the splits. Then I have to. He runs 10 miles a fucking day. He does, so much. The Undertaker, Mark Calloway, he had him on the podcast, and Undertaker was like, when I don't feel like training, and that true blue Southern accent. I believe he's from the Midwest, or I don't know, but the accent. And I don't feel like training. I remember Goggins. Goggins is gonna say, "Don't be a bitch." Undertaker. This is Mark Calloway saying that. But anyway, a guy that is actually, he's a mixed MMA guy. Actually, if you were to look at his core, that's why you keep, the striking and pure striker. Actually, it's not just marketing. He is that. He does have that skill set. But yeah, so if you're doing them that quick and you're doing them daily, then your form may not be 100%. But if it's 99% there and you're doing them that quick, then it's fine. Mine is letter perfect because I do them a lot slower, right? I still get the reps in. It's not that I don't get my 200 reps or whatever I'm doing every day in. But I focus on the pull-ups. He does so many other push-ups and, so that's, and he does it for so that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that because he has a different, he's the time frame and he's not massacring it. He's simply, he's not, maybe little things, but that's not, So that's what I wanted to say. If you train, please do not massacre the fucking exercise either to show off or for social media likes. Thank you so much. Later.